Hello again, and welcome back to the Feel Better podcast. I'm Doug Kirkwood with a very special guest today, Chef Pierre from 360 Cooking School. Chef Pierre, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
I appreciate you coming in. Let's talk about feeling better and what it is you do. So let's start right from the top. You're Chef Pierre. Why did you become a chef? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
For me, I think it started back in the days. I used to make crepes for all of my friends. And early on, I did not know what to do. So I was in college. I had to choose exactly what to aim at, what kind of program. I just didn't know. But most of my friends seeing me doing crepes all the time, they were pushing me and Pierre, you gotta go to cooking school. So in short, I didn't know what to do, but people told me what to do. So, and I just started the cooking program. I started to embrace a little bit more year by year, the love of it, the love of the trade and so on. And see me now, been 20 years in the trade now and, still probably 20 more in front of me. I hope so.
How did you go from making crepes, and you worked at a 2 or 3 Michelin star restaurant in Tokyo? Is that true?
Yeah, I did that 3 Michelin star in Tokyo. Part of the experience. So yeah, the fine dining. I've done that. I've been also as you mentioned, passionate about Japanese culture, the food in itself. Totally love it. So when I came back here in Canada, now started to work on my own concept, restaurant and so on. And soon enough after I moved in Toronto, I discovered that beautiful concept of team building, interactive cooking, and I just dived into it. I love it so much. And now, to this day, that's all I do. I do specialize in hosting team for doing cooking events and really sharing the craft.
Let's talk about the feel better process of cooking. We all love the food. We all love the end product, but let's talk a little bit about what kind of an experience people can have at 360 Cooking School to come in, and not just the end result, but the journey about getting to that end result and the taste, of course. But talk about some of the emotions, Chef Pierre, that people feel when they get involved, especially having you as their mentor there.
Absolutely. And you're nailing it here. So it's really an experience. So, yes, at the forefront, you might see the welcoming, there's the dining, the actual cooking class. And we also do a private dining experience, but it's so much more than that. It's truly an experience in itself. And even before that experience, if you really want to understand that concept, in my opinion, it's really about, the communication, bringing everybody together. It's about the distance. Look at nowadays, I'm seeing all those companies, group organization that are starting to work remotely since many years, right? And even nowadays, you'll see a lot of hybrid format where people go to work on a part-time basis, from home, traveling to the head office and so on. So this is the need that we've been seeing for so long. Those teams are need an occasion to get together to be able to solidify those networking opportunities that it's hard a little bit for me to describe it, but it's essentially a really nice occasion to bring back people in person and really get those connections going on.
You talked about bringing them back. That's an important thing as well. You must have people that come into your studio, into your class and go, I don't really know even how to hold a knife, and to have their confidence go up to the point where, hey, I feel like I'm really empowered now. I came in hungry. I feel like a chef. And now I'm able to pass on this information to my friends and bring them in because I've had a really feel good experience about this. Does that happen a lot?
Oh, absolutely. You got all those, when people are stepping into the cooking environment, and this is where really we can get them out of their comfort zone. Yes, people cook on a daily basis, but to teach them the basic, how to hold a knife, how to season, how to understand the science, the food science that is going on while you're cooking, while you're baking, and so on. This is so interesting. We got so many questions, and And for us, like as chef, what is really funny is like some questions seem so simple, but for people here that are coming to our classes, like it's unlocking a total different view. And then as they're cooking now, like as they're getting all those little bits, nuggets of new knowledge, it really helps them. And you can see that moment in their eyes. Sometimes it can be a little as how to hold a knife, and sometimes it'll be really like just a little correction in one specific area that makes all the difference, that will unlock them. But in some ways, yes, there's the cooking, but usually what we are unlocking during those events is those social interactions. Those teams, again, are usually very remote and connected by computer screens. Yeah, they'll see each other like 3 times a week or so. Even if they're in the same office, it's still like codified. They will, gather up, but their personal interactions is really, it's predictable. It's codified. Whereas now we bring them in a total different new environment, and they are there with us, opening up, and we're touching a zone where the team becomes more of a team. And that's what we do. So the chef there, yes, is giving all that cooking knowledge, unlocking all of that, like that hidden part of cooking, but we're also just making the team as a better team. And that's what I see time and time again. Every team that is coming to our venue comes out more as a team afterward. You see the laughters, you see people more, relaxed, and you can see hierarchies that are getting broken, like right in front of our eyes, and sometimes reshape in a different way. So all of that is so exciting. And for a chef as well, like I've been cooking for so many years, I've been dedicated to my trade, making things taste better, but now like it's really like making teams better, and that's really exciting as a chef, and that opportunity comes every day, and it's really fun. So I wish you can experience it.
Oh, I will. I will. I'll be coming to 360 Cooking Studio and checking that out. You talked about the teams now. How many people are we talking about per team?
It all depends, right? So we're doing events as groups as little as 10 people all the way to 100 people. So, and yeah, there's a lot
How
of
do you
action.
manage 100 people, Chef Pierre? How do you do that?
The secret is, and we've learned that very early on at kitchen school, you got to delegate. You have to be a master delegator. Doesn't matter, is it a team of 10 people, of 100? But of course, we are creating like chefs, sous chefs, so that whole ladder in the kitchen communicates. And yeah, of course. So we have like every team coming to our studio are surrounded by professionals. You got like chefs, sous chefs, you got mixologists. It's a really fun gig in itself because you have multiple entertainers, leaders. But at the end of the day, the team is working. So the actual group, company, organization that will travel to our studio are the craft. They are part. So we are showing them how to do it. We're giving them guidance, inspiration. We're acting as mentors. But at the end of the day, they are the one in charge of building the whole meal. That's what is all fun about it. In my opinion, yes, we're cooking. Yes, we're doing all of that, but we're sort of the seasoning. Like we're actually seasoning the team and making sure that just more comes out of it. It's probably like one of the secret I've learned like very, very early on in my cooking days program. Like that's what they were telling us. Like, and we were asking like how much salt there needs to be, like in all honesty, I don't know like how much salt you should add to a recipe. We don't know. But the best analogy is you need to add as much salt as, let's say, take a carrot, for example. If you put some salt on a carrot, it just tastes more like a carrot. So you have to find that point where you're seasoning and that carrot becomes just more of what it is. And once you reach that point, you stop. Don't season anymore. So you have to do that with every individual recipe, right? But that's the same thing that we do. So in studio, you'll have a chef taking the lead of all that team, bringing them to a really wholesome cooking experience. But we have to be like diligent on how much we salt. Like, how much are we gonna really add on some of our chefs-like behavior? You know, are we gonna go full Gordon Ramsay, or are we just gonna be like laid back, low profile, and let the team express themselves? We just have to find the right amount, and that's what's really, really specific about what we do. We nail down that format into just adding enough seasoning, because at some point there's so many different groups. Some will come, some will be very outgoing from the get-go. And then we need to shine and really radiate as chef and take over of the show. And that's fine. But some of the team, we just got to leave them a little bit more space. Let them more work on like whatever they have to work on. So we're more like facilitators than anything. And that team there will help, you know, the whole spirit to come together. And then again, it's a small format, but at the end, I believe we just added the right amount of seasoning for every single group, and they're just a better team, you know. And or are they a better team, or are they just like enhanced in a better way, you know? So that's what they get.
Great analogy with the seasoning. And by the way, for clarification, for those that don't know that cook, anytime where you'll hear somebody say, "Wow, this is really under-seasoned," they're really just talking about salt and pepper, are they not?
Exactly.
Okay.
You got it.
Because people go seasoning. Well, what kind of seasoning might I use? An allspice, an Italian blend? No, we're just talking about salt and pepper. Correct? How many people have come through your door, walked in here going, "Hey, I don't know much about cooking. I'm really enjoying the process," and the next thing you know, they're a sous chef? How many people have kind of grown and gone on through your guidance and now have actual chef kind of accreditation?
Oh, yeah, we see a lot, you know. In some point, I've seen so many students develop to just get more of their potential. I remember one bread class that we started a while ago. Some people come as total beginners. Some come a little bit more advanced as well, like seasonal chef, seasonal baker. And one of those student, Tony, was really, really passionate about bread making. So he was just coming here to get, you know, little corrections here and there, helping him in his path on baking perfect bread. So he already had a lot of knowledge, but still, you know, we can take beginners, but we were able to take him where he's at and just get him way more confident, teaching him like maybe one thing or two things that would make all the difference. And now I saw him, you know, like 2 weeks ago, like starting his own pizza shop business.
Wow.
And going from the tech world, you know, like,
right.
and, you know, like with multiple responsibilities and managing teams and so on, to opening his own pizza shop, you know. And as an educator, this is worth everything to see that develop, you know. So not everybody is like Tony in itself, but we do have also, you know, like very, very young chefs. You know, we'll have like children of like 6 years old that comes in for cooking camp. And that's a completely different story as well, you know, helping them to hold the knife for the first time, trying to them having keep all their fingers, you know, all their nails for the full day. It's quite a challenge.
I'll
but
bet.
every day we can do it, you know, and that's also very nice to see.
Wow, a 6-year-old going from peanut butter and jam or roasting marshmallows to actually using a knife and mixing and actual machinery and making a dish at the age of 6 or 7. I know I wasn't doing that kind of stuff at that age. I don't know about you.
Oh, I'm always impressed. Like my diet when I was young was like very, very narrow. And nowadays to see, like we're seeing, like on those last PA days, we had like 20 kids in studio. So we can see a pretty good sample on like what the kids are eating nowadays. And so surprised. The variety, but also the responsibilities. Like we're gonna do like full on Iron chefs with like 6 to 14 years old, and everybody's on board. Everybody's taking responsibility, and they're coming up with dishes and different seasoning, different ingredients, different way to put things together that most of us, you know, like the actual chefs and the staff were like, I never thought about that before. And so that's really motivating.
That is a really good incentive. So you've got something planned here. Like, how do you keep things fresh and keep people involved and keep them going?
Yeah, exactly. It's part of the mission. So as we mentioned, we have many, many missions. That's what we do. We do a lot of team buildings and so on. But, you know, Do we participate in like helping the next generation? I believe so. It's mostly usually like full on cooking school. I see us more as, like chefs, entertainers in what we do, but definitely, especially for the kids class, we do participate at that, showing them all the ropes, of the trades, but minus the yelling, minus the, what's not fun about the
No
industry.
tantrums.
Yeah, exactly.
If people want to find out more information, how can they find you? How can people get involved with 360 Cooking Studio and get involved with you, Chef Pierre? Thanksgiving is coming up here pretty soon, and I'm sure you've got special activities planned, don't you?
Exactly. How they can find us? That's the question. We're not so easy to find, and that's been the hallmark of my company since we started it from inception. It's a word of mouth business. So I did not do any publicity until probably last 6 to 8 months ago. So most of it has been just providing a really nice, unique experience, a great event in itself, like something where the clients feel like overwhelming value coming out of it. And that's been good enough, Yes, like nowadays we're doing those social media. So we started an Instagram. So yeah, they can, like reach us at the 360 Cooking Studio on Instagram and so on. But outside of that, it's just like good programming, good food, great entertainment. We have staff that is unbelievable. Like you come to one of our events and you can see it's a human experience. Like you're really in touch with people that want to communicate a unique experience. And that alone really touches more people. So most of our clients are talking to other clients and so on. And that's how really we got the word out.
Chef Pierre, thank you. Thank you very much for coming in here today. We could have talked food and feeling better all afternoon. And oddly enough, we didn't eat a darn thing.
Next time, I'll fill up that beautiful table here with all the goods that we're doing, especially the fresh bread. Like we're doing like artisan bread makes from scratch, baguette, focaccia, all the way to sourdough. So probably we could do like a tasting, and I'd love to know like your foodie repertoire, like how much knowledge you have, and we could test you with maybe a little quiz there. How about that?
No. How about no? No, that would be good, because I would be the perfect kind of person at a very base level to say, I'm kind of a hamburger and hot dog and meat and potatoes kind of guy. However, I think I might surprise you with I'm able to pick off certain spices. My wife is a real foodie, and she'll make a dish. I won't ask her what's in it, and I'll try and pick off the spices or the protein or the carb or whatever. I do enjoy that, but another time I will look forward to that.
I love that, and trust me, like most of what I know right now, I got it, yes, from school experience, but from students. Like most of it, every single day, you always hear a bit of details here and there that just like adds on to the whole thing. And I'm sure you can teach me a thing or two.
I don't know about that. Chef Pierre, thank you very much for joining us today.
Appreciate it.
The Feel Better podcast. He will be back, and we will see you again next time on the Feel Better podcast. I'm Doug Kirkwood.